If I kiss you and hug you, I love you. That means you better keep it 100 with. Yup, it's your man, EddyEd the Duke.
Just keep it 100 with me. It's
Keep it
Dialogue,
100.
folks. Welcome back to the Fun House, the Holy Duo channel. It is I, Mr. D, Dialogue.
Okay, welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Holy Duo, episode 39, man. We are in the building. Make sure you subscribe wherever you are on YouTube and also on the audio platforms. Make sure you rate us down below. Rate us those 5 stars, man. Rate us 5 stars and
Go ahead.
and get involved, man. And also stick to the end because we will have some interactive portion for you guys to participate, and you can do that by dropping a comment or wherever you can respond. And yeah, man, this week's episode we're going to be talking about the process of waiting for life goals. We got big friend groups or small friend groups. We got unrealistic standards about partners, and talking about the good women instead of always the bad. So let's start off with the HD moments, the holy and demonic moment. D, kick us off with your HD moments, man.
Man, yeah, I had some crazy moments this week, man. Demonic moment, I lost like 4 pounds in like 2 days because the food that I was eating wasn't sitting right with my stomach, but it was the only thing I had cooked, so I had to keep eating it, and I was messing up. So, I scratched it, and then within like a day or two, I had gained back my weight. So, thank the Lord for that. Huh?
Did you get like constipated or something?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
The opposite, actually. Frankly speaking.
Oh,
the total
snap.
opposite. Yeah.
You had the runs. You had the run buns.
Oh, it was clearing me. Whenever I ate something, it would be like, oh, time to go. So that was my week, man. But it was a good week overall. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. I'm still alive.
You're right, man.
Yes, sir.
Holy. So that was your demonic moment?
That was my demonic moment, man. My holy moment was gaining all of that back in like a day.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. Man, I should have written mine down because I had a good one. I had a good demonic moment. Well, interesting demonic moment. But I can't remember it at this moment. So we're gonna skip that. Holy moment this week. What's the holy moment this week?
Papa, I'm loving it.
Man, I'll draw the blank today. Hey, I guess I always give praise to God, and I'm thankful for another week. Thankful for just being able to do what I do. And yeah, man, I guess that'd be a holy moment. There's some holy moments that's like stuck somewhere, like the files are still rendering. But anyway, demonic moment. What happened? Something stupid happened. I told my sister about this, but now I can't remember.
Grandpa Ed.
What you call it? This one guy. What about this guy? Hey man, Eddie has drawn a blank this morning. Let's move forward and not hold it up any longer, man. Hey, drop you guys holy and demonic moments down in the comments, and I guess if you can do it. No, you can't do it on audio platforms, but yeah, go to the YouTube page and check us out in 4K video,
4K.
and see us. Yeah, and participate with your comments. Anyway, let's hop straight into the first thing we want to talk about today. Let's see. Let's go with this question, man. So, there's many different types of people, and there's certain type of people that love big friend groups. You know what I mean? That love to have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And there's ones that don't really like to have a lot of friends. Now within those two sides, you have ones that are really sociable and ones that aren't really sociable. They could be a mix between both worlds, right? I know some people that
Yeah.
aren't really sociable, that have a lot of friends. Some that are really sociable, but then only keep a few friends, and then both, vice versa. So
Yeah.
I want to ask
Hmm.
you this: what do you prefer, big friend groups or small friend groups? And are you
Well,
more of the like the social talk to everybody, or just talk to a couple people?
isn't that kind of the same? Talk to everybody or talk to a couple people? Isn't that the same as big or small friend group?
Yeah, but the funny thing is, some people talk to a little bit of people, but then have big friend groups, and then there's the other side of that as well. All of that might be a rarity compared to the one that talk a lot and get a lot of friends, but
Yeah.
there's some on both sides. Yeah.
Hmm. What do I prefer? So what constitutes as a big friends group? Like how
So
big? How many?
so a big friends group in my head would be probably um will be over like people that you would normally hang out with weekly, five and up, or over five people.
Over five. Okay, so do
Over
I
five
pref?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. That is a tough question because
And then real quick, if and then let's put it into the marriage scenario or the marriage section, five couples or more than five couples.
oof.
Yeah. Yeah, because we
Oh
know it when we're
no.
when we're married, we're gonna be couples that we friend couples that we hang out with together with our spouses. So I would say maybe more than five would be a big friend group.
Well, if you're part of a church or community, which we advise you all to be, it's a good thing. If you're part of a church or community on a consistent basis, you are gonna have a good amount of couple friends. So it's not a bad thing. But what I prefer, maybe like three or four. Definitely not large. Definitely not large. Um, when it becomes a large group like that, naturally speaking, there's gonna be some level of separation. Like you'll be able to tell these two people don't really get along on all of that stuff, which is cool. But a true large friend group, that's very rare, man. Where everyone just likes each other like a sibling and everyone's just getting along. There's no drama. That is so rare, and
Yeah,
it's a
man.
lot to it's a lot to manage. So I prefer small, like three or four dukes, and that's it. That's it. Um,
Yeah.
it keeps things simple.
Keep things simple. Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, I would agree. I would agree with that because large friend groups is like then a lot of gossip start going around and like intergalactic discussions. I don't know why I say
Yeah.
intergalactic,
It's
but yeah,
yeah.
the rumors start going around because like the communication line is so large. It's like
Right.
so somebody say one thing, and then as soon as it get down to the whole group, it's
Yeah.
all disarranged.
Yeah.
So it does get more complex, I believe, and yeah, and things could get messy. Like you were saying, like somebody might not get along with somebody. Now you got to choose sides. But if you try to bring them back together, then it's a whole deal. Like it could be a lot of trouble. So keeping it small, I think works out better for me because although I like talking to a lot of people, I don't necessarily like hanging around a lot of people. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can talk to 10 people, 10 different people, but I'm not gonna hang out with 10 different people.
Yeah.
Those 10 different, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I like my friend groups that I normally speak to be small. Now, that doesn't mean like um, that doesn't mean I don't have a lot of associates that I might hit up once in a while. But
Hmm.
as far as people that I'm spending the most time with, it's gonna be few than more.
Hmm.
So like you said, my cap is probably at five people. You know what I mean? That I would really. talk to weekly, or once every 2 weeks at least, it'll be about 5 people. And,
Yeah.
because then having more than 5 people, it like double digits is crazy. You're not gonna remember to check on everybody, and it's just gonna take too much time out of your schedule to think about hitting up every single person. Like, you know what I mean? So you're gonna forget somebody somewhere, and I just think it's more simple for me to not have a big friend group, and for the reasons of keeping things on good grounds. Because I think with a lot of friends, it started to get messy, and a lot of things could go out of whack because there's just too much going on.
Um, there's actually a law surrounding managing relationships in a corporate workplace, and I forget the name of the law. I wish I remembered, but it basically says that large groups working on a project is not a good idea. Basically, it comes down to if you have 20 people, say you have two people working on a project, that's one relationship. Now, when you have three people, it turns into one, two, three. Um, I think it turns into three or four relationships that have to be managed among the three people. You add one more person, that number multiplies to like eight relationships. You add another person. There's an equation that goes along with it, and when you get past like five or six people, the number of relationships is it begins to become ridiculous. So the law basically states that when you have a project going on, maximum five people maybe working on that individual project, because the relationships are reduced and it's more manageable. There's more communication. There's less things to worry about. It's easier to keep each other accountable. So I believe that applies to life also. If you have a friends group that's over like five or six other individuals or five or six other couples, yeah, that's you probably the relation the relationships between all of you aren't being nurtured to the best ability. It's too many relationships to nurture. So there's a law around how many relationships um, it makes sense to really for there to really be.
Hmm.
you know. But stuff like high school is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like high school, you're still growing up. You got your friends or whatever. College can be a little bit like high school, but your friends are a little bit more narrowed. And when you get out of college, you're not exposed to anyone, so now you have to make your friends. And then that number becomes realistic and it dwindles down a lot. So that's what I think about that.
Yeah,
That's what I
man.
think about that.
Yeah, it's like you said real quick. The nurturing aspect is definitely not gonna be a thing where it's, especially when you think about real life things. We're not always gonna be together.
Right.
Probably gonna be in different states at different points in time. So
Yeah.
the nurturing aspect is gonna be difficult when you add numbers to it, rather than if you keep it with lower numbers.
Hmm.
Okay, let's say two or three. All right, boom. Like, that's easier managed than 6 or 7. You
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
so it just make logical sense numerically, and
Hmm.
management wise, it makes sense as well.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think about that, because I think a lot of people growing up in high school and learning in college, they want to have these big friend groups, but then
Yeah.
they get disappointed when people don't want to hang out no more, or certain, or
Hmm.
this, that, and the third, because probably in the process you didn't nurture that relationship more, and of course there's going to be
Exactly.
people breaking off into sectors of like
Exactly.
smaller friend groups within that bigger friend group. There's going to
Yeah.
be those people that rock with each other more,
Hmm.
and that go to lunch when nobody else is around. You know what I mean? So that's going to naturally happen. Uh,
Right.
but all I'm saying is, like, when it comes to that, don't expect everything to be the same with everybody in the friend group, because of
Yeah.
course it's gonna be different levels to it.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, got my next question for us. So,
All right, man.
you know, I was watching a show, and yeah, you'll say, "Oh, when do you get time to watch shows?" I was watching a
Yeah, man.
show.
I don't know what the. Okay, go ahead.
I was watching a show, and or was this a YouTube video or something like that? And this girl was saying that she wanted her partner to do certain things. The person
Ha
the person was like, "Well, why would you expect them to do this and this and this?" She was like, "Oh, that's
hold on, real quick, because I know you don't want to get into detail, but was it freaky stuff?
no, no. It had to do with responsibilities as a man,
Okay.
and the type of stuff that guys do." So he was like, well, she was like, "Yeah, so I would want him to do this and this and this." And the guy, or the I think it was a guy interviewing the lady, he was like, he asked, "Well, why should he be able to do all of that?" And she was like, "Oh, that's what I saw my parents. That's what I saw my parents do. You know, my dad
Hmm.
did this and my mom did this, and it worked out perfectly." So right then, in my mind, why is she putting a standard of a like a 20-year marriage on some guy she just met and they want to get married? Isn't that
Hmm.
kind of crazy to
Yeah.
expect your significant other to act the way that your parents do? Because in my mind, your parents have been working on their marriage for a long time. They've been together for a while. They're used to each other. They know the tendencies of each other. But if you're
Hmm.
placing those expectations on a guy, let me know what you think about that. Do you think that's right?
Yeah. So both ways, guy or lady, it's not good to bring those expectations based on what you saw. Now you can have those expectations, but you can't expect those expectations to be fulfilled as your parents did them. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, of course, we're gonna have some kind of picture of how we think things should go or things could go, but you know that that painting was for that house. It didn't match the other house. It's not supposed to match the other house. You can look at the painting and try to copy some ideas of the look, but you're gonna have to make the look
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You're gonna have to form it yourself. It's gonna be your formation. So, in other words, like, okay, yeah, you can observe what other couples did and do, but you guys are different, and you guys have to come up with your own formula. For what is gonna work for you guys. You know what I mean? But of
Yeah.
course, you know, make sure you guys are effectively serving each other in your roles. You know, and
Yeah.
when we talk about the biblical perspective, we do have roles to play. So I think it's not really healthy to try to make some like a picture, like to make yourself do what another couple does, because that's their stuff, and you might not even like it. It might look good, but you might even find out, hold on, I don't really like doing it myself. I just like how it look. And so I think a lot of times that happens where we look at a couple, we like, oh man, I like how they, do this and do that. But how they got there, the process was their process, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be the same for you. It might be different. You might be able to look like that, but you can't do the same things exactly because it's different people.
So when I said this, your first take on this was it happens on both sides, right? Both guys
Yeah.
and girls have expectations, unrealistic expectations. So I want to explore that a little bit. What are some of the expectations that guys have for ladies? I'm gonna say a few in my mind. Off rip, knowing how to do household stuff. So I'm gonna put
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
down.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Because we want to make know that the lady can take care of her house.
Yeah, that's a big responsibility. But
Hmm.
generally speaking, if the lady wants to stop working to do that, the guy should understand and it would actually benefit him. So my next thing after household stuff is um, to be respectful.
Yes, yes, that's a nice one. That's another good one.
Yep.
So far, so good.
Yep. Um, and exercise.
Ha,
So
yo,
right?
yeah, yeah. Oh man, oh man.
Hey, just coming off the top of my head, like these
Coming
are
up
the
the
things
top
you
of the
gotta
head.
have, right?
Yeah, man.
So
You
those
got
are,
you
uh huh,
gotta. I was gonna say like that's a big one. Like staying in shape for each other is very important. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, absolutely. And then lastly, off the top of my head, loyalty. Do you agree?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Loyalty, loyalty,
All right.
loyalty,
So these
baby.
these are some of the things that off the top of my head when I think about relationships, maybe between my mother and father, what they had, um, what I see. These are some of the things that come off the top of my head. Now, when I think about the kind of standards women place on men, can we start naming a few?
Standard woman praise on man. He got to be Bill Gates.
So, decent amount of money.
Decent amount. Nah, a lot of bro. Did you see Fresh and Fit?
I know, I know, I know,
The
I know.
with DJ Academics,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
ladies were naming some
Oh, they
crazy
were
numbers,
wild, bro. They were wild. No, no,
bro.
no, no, no. Those, no, those ladies are crazy,
They want you to be Bill Gates, like younger son, getting to Bill Gates level, bro.
bro. But okay, but we got to consider there's some ladies out here that aren't so unrealistic,
Yes,
right? So
yes,
let's
yes, yes, yes.
let's maybe around. Okay, so money. You got to have money.
Yeah, you gotta have some
Okay,
money to support.
okay,
Yeah, you gotta have
um,
money to support.
okay. His
Okay,
his
next,
height, tight, tall.
his height. Yeah, yeah, they want a tall guy. Preferably, a lot of them want somebody. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
somebody
yeah,
taller.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
go ahead.
another one. So we got the money. We got the height and
Yeah.
everything. And physique varies with each lady.
So
So I'm not gonna try
physique.
to put a.
You're not gonna try to put that down
I guess physique.
for
Yeah,
sure,
but
man.
yeah. Physique,
Physique.
physique. Um, and and they want somebody. So you got to be Bill Gates. You got to
Hmm.
be um a little bit of like Arnold Schwarzenegger's younger brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got to be not necessarily ball player height, but taller than them.
Yeah.
And then they always like to add in heels, so you got to make sure you
Of course.
beat the heel
Of
requirement.
course.
Um, and
Provide
then
security.
provides security and yeah, emotional security, and also like they want you to be able to
Physical.
protect them. Yeah,
Yep.
and one more that came to my mind, but it kind of got intercepted. Um, oh yeah, and
Um.
then they like, and then ladies like a goofy guy or somebody that can make them laugh. So that's what I'll
Well.
put as my.
So I'm gonna put that in one thing. I was gonna say they want a guy who's sweet, and they also want a guy who can make them laugh.
Okay, so sweet and salty. Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Yep. That's what I'll say to keep it simple. The basis.
Oh
I'll keep it.
no, because they need more than this. We're not done with the
Yeah, they need more than
essentials.
this.
Yeah, the things that we
You.
need, we just listed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we were to list all this, the list would be outrageous. But the basics.
Yeah, these, but I feel like there's potentially one more basic that they say they need.
Okay, what do you think that is?
A strong man,
But isn't that like
a masculine man.
protecting or like so like the type of man?
Protecting physical is you will die for her. That's a man's responsibility that has to come with it. Like, they expect that of you. If a
Yeah.
car's
Yeah.
coming,
But you're just talking about like how what kind of man are you?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. That's different.
yeah, you know how we say they're respectful. Theirs for us is be masculine. Don't be oh
Mhm. Mhm.
masculine.
All
Okay,
right.
so those I think those are the basic essentials for women. They just
All
need
right.
more, right? How many of these things can a guy provide a lady when they're dating.
When they're
So,
dating.
yeah.
Okay. Wait. Was there something else you wanted to explain or something?
Well, how many of these things do the women expect of us when we start dating?
When we start dating,
Yep.
these ladies.
I'm going to list them for
ex-
you one more time. Money. Do they expect that?
You don't ever gotta list them. They expect everything. They expect you to have everything, right? They're gonna say they don't expect you. That's what they want to say to make the moment sound good, right?
Okay. Okay.
That's what they. Yeah, you laughing already?
Oh, I'm cheesing. I'm
Bro.
cheesing.
They want everything in order, bro. They don't want you to be learning. They want you to be already that.
Ladies,
They don't give us
we're
space to grow, bro. A
nah,
lot,
nah.
a lot of ladies do not give us space to grow. I'm not saying every lady, but a lot of them don't give us space to grow. We have no space to mess up a lot of times, and it's funny because we were talking about this last night, and I
Yep.
was frustrated, bro. I was there crying. Well, not for real. No. Hold on. We still from New York. We weren't crying at all.
Hey, make
We
sure you
weren't
don't
crying
cut
at
that
all.
part out, man. Do not cut
No,
that
no.
part out, man.
I like not crying for real, but just like frustrating, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you look at the things and how things develop and go, they treat us like we're like if they say, "Oh, be vulnerable, be open with me," but you can't do that because they're
No, you
gonna
can't.
they're gonna
No, you
find a
can't.
way to to to. To say that you're like weak or like
To get you.
disrespect you, they're gonna
Yeah.
get you. It's a
Yeah.
trap at all corners. You can't do what they're saying
And
that you're free to do. It's not. It's
and you
not
know
real.
what? I don't think they know they're doing it either. They don't realize they're doing it. That's just their nature. They don't realize they're putting you in a position. Once you let them move you, now you got issues. Hey
Ah.
man, next to masculine, I didn't want to make this a different category. I put leader, right?
Oh yeah, of course, of course, of
So a
course.
masculine man he can't he does it doesn't necessarily mean he's a leader.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
put those next to each other. So they expect money, height, physical body to be in some kind of shape, provide physical and emotional security, be
Yep.
sweet to them, make them laugh,
Mhm.
be able to stand and hold your ground, and be a masculine type, a leadership type of guy. These are the things they require of us in dating and then in marriage. They require more in marriage, but we don't have time to list everything. These are the basic essentials you got to have. On our side, we have household, respectful, exercise or to be healthy, and loyalty. How many of
Mhm.
these things do we expect to see when we're dating them?
We expect to see loyalty for sure. We don't want to be with a woman that we might think will do something and not be loyal to us. For sure, we want to see loyalty for sure.
But wait a
Um.
second, that also belongs on their side. They want to see loyalty too. So
Oh
let's go
yeah,
ahead
yeah,
and put
yeah,
it all on their side.
yeah. Man, you
Yeah.
take. What you trying to teach a class over here?
I,
He's taking
I'm
mad notes.
all I'm doing is listing down because you said
Yeah.
this is on both sides, and to some people it may sound like, oh, he has to bring something and she has to bring something 50-50. And I'm listing down the basic essentials so we can see that it's not 50-50 off the rip. So go ahead. Loyalty, uh-huh.
Um. So they want to see loyalty. Wait, who we talking? Wait, we talking about us?
Yeah.
That we
What
want
we
to see
expect,
loyalty, right?
yeah, in dating.
We want to see loyalty,
Yeah.
and we of course want to be attracted to them.
S-
But
Yeah.
I think for men in general, cause remember, ladies, a lot of ladies expect you to have these things established already. They
Right.
want you to be like this guy, you know, and they want to just come and be a part of the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on our side, we understand there's a process. We understand there's things that take time for you to learn
We are
and grow into.
realistic.
Being realistic, right? So I
Yep.
think on our side, we're more realistic when it comes to development, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we will give the lady who doesn't know how to do housework as well time to learn. We'll give her space to grow. We'll give the lady that don't know how to cook space to grow. Hopefully, some people that might be a non-negotiable immediately. But I think in general, we'll give them time to learn. So in areas that we know can get better, we will we will be a little more patient
Right.
and seeing that evolve over
Right.
time. Them, they don't want you to evolve over time, or they don't want to be patient for you to evolve over time. A lot of them, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a big difference between us because we will actually give the lady space to grow and develop.
Right. Right.
But
Because yeah.
more of them, it's not like that for us.
Right. Right. If we miss something on their list here, one thing, we're not, we're not. Obviously it depends on the thing. Like loyalty, yeah, of course, I expect loyalty on both sides.
Yeah, of
But
course,
say
of course.
you're not a masculine slash leader type guy, she's gonna find it hard to be attracted to you and stay attracted to you. But if she's a masculine leadership type lady, guys go for her, even though that doesn't make any sense. We have exercise here. I will say that a lot of ladies in relationships don't exercise. So even though we expect it of them, they don't do it because that's just not how they are. So we need it, but they don't do it. So let's cross that off the list. They don't do it. So we can't expect that. Respectfulness? I can't tell you how many relationships ladies disrespect their men without even knowing. So it's just natural for them to just express themselves however they want. So we expect respectfulness, but we're probably not going to get it. It depends on who she is. So I'm going to cross that off the list. Household. Are we talking about the modern day woman? Should I cross that off the list?
Wait for us or them. I'm a little.
This is what we expect of them, but are we do we get it?
Oh yeah, no, we're not gonna get it because Uber Eats, Postmates, doggone
And
maids26.com.
right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And she
Yeah,
goes to work too. So
yeah.
off the rip,
Oh,
if she's gonna be tired as well.
I just thought about like some sloppy ladies that don't even that aren't cleanly in the
Yeah.
hygiene
Yeah, yeah,
arena.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, stink breath, stink cupandos, like downstairs area. Like, like
So,
bro.
bro, let me recap for us, and just as I'm recapping, right, just whoever's listening, just let it sit in, because the conclusion of this is to give you a perspective of what we commit to versus what women commit to, what we
Yeah, and before,
accept. Go ahead, go ahead.
sorry, and before you just go along, I just wanted to make a distinct thing here. When guys smell funky and you can smell their non-gas, that's terrible. But we expect that from guys. But when a lady, you can smell their non-gas, that's not. That is definitely sickly. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I
Yeah,
just had
yeah,
to throw
yeah,
that out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, ladies, keep up your hygiene. A guy. I don't even want to put any kind of title to it, but guys should also be keeping up their hygiene. Cut your
Oh,
nails.
for
Shave,
sure.
shave, man. Stop accumulating dirt in places. So we just want to make it. We just listed a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm pretty sure people who are listening would agree with the stuff that we listed. Now, this is what we expect versus what we actually get. I've seen this over and over and over again. This isn't some crazy list. This is what we see out there. You go on the tubes, you're gonna see many people talking about this. So, guys, what do we expect? We would like the lady to be able to do household stuff on a consistent basis. We would like her to be respectful. We would like her to keep up with her body, and we want loyalty. Those are four things off the rip essentials that we guys need. According to us crossing some things off, we only get one, and that's loyalty. And that makes sense because you've seen relationships where the woman does not do household chores. We know we've seen relationships where the woman is absolutely disrespectful to the guy. She doesn't even know it. Some know it. And we've seen relationships where the ladies have just completely let themselves go. We see this more
Yep.
often on the ladies.
Bus
So we don't.
stations everywhere, man.
It's there it's becoming a trend now where women show before and after pictures of before pregnancy and after pregnancy, and some of them are ridiculous. So we want four things, we only get one because the ladies don't want to bring the other stuff. It's a hot topic to talk about. Let's go to the ladies' side. We've got money, we've got height, we've got physique, how in shape he is. We've got
Yeah.
provide physical and emotional security. Be sweet or make her laugh. Be a masculine type leadership type because we know they don't go for feminine guys. That's what I'm saying. And be loyal, of course, ladies. But then that puts you ladies at 7 things, and we can't miss any of that. So we have 4 things, but we get one. You have 7 essentials, but we can't miss any. Your pool of options are so great that we can't miss any of the requirements. Because if we do,
I would say though,
somebody
I would say one that is flexible is the physique. So, cause some ladies like chubby now. Like they say the dad bods are in, and they like chubby, fluffy. So things like that could work. But if the physique isn't like model type, your paper got to be up.
So with the physique type thing, do you think that when women want these guys that do this, that they also stay in good shape?
Um,
Have you ever seen a lady who exercises and is in good shape but is with a guy who doesn't really
who's not
care
in
about
good
his
shape?
body?
Personally, I haven't seen it personally, but I'm sure there's some couple, some celebrity couple, or some person that got money. I'm pretty sure he has a model girlfriend.
Yeah,
There's people like
yeah.
that, but you can't be. I don't think you could just be like an average Joe when it comes to the paper. You got to be a little stacked.
You got to be a little stacked, man. So if your physique is bad, your money's got to be up. But if you're an
Your
average
money got to
guy,
be up.
if you're an average guy like most of us, and your physique is bad, but your money ain't all that, you're out of the game. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you can't play. They're not gonna put you in the game.
You're not
You
even
can't
in the
play.
game.
Our sponsor for this video is Anchor. Now, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. And let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more.
Yes, man, and that's how you can make money from your podcast with no minimal listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast, okay, in one place. Make sure you download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right now. That is anchor.fm to get started right now.
So these expectations that ladies want, where do they see it from, man?
They see it from social media all day, man.
They
Social
see
media
it
all
from
day.
social media.
Celebrity, bro. We know the social media
Celebrities.
crap is a killer, bro. People are depressed out here from seeing all type of highlights.
Women are deleting their social media. More and more women are deleting social media every
That's
single day.
great, man. That's
Every
great.
single day. Yeah.
I hope people delete a lot of social media or take a break from it and don't go on it so often.
Yep. Because
If it was-
frankly,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, if it wasn't for business reasons, social media game would be non-existent to me. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even be doing it. But meaning that it's very useful for getting stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
Why not use that tool? But at the same time, it could be a dangerous tool.
Yeah. So basically, what we're trying to say here is women want an end guy, and guys, when they marry or date a woman, they're more willing to help her work on these things. How many guys or how many relationships do you see the guy like trying to help the lady exercise? Oh, let's go to the gym. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's actually a realistic thing when women get gastric bypasses, like an overweight woman. If she gets a gastric bypass and she loses a lot of weight, her chances of leaving her man skyrockets. If he's not in shape, she's probably leaving him. But it's not the same if he were to get a gastric bypass, and then you know what I mean. He wouldn't leave her as quickly. He would probably stick around with her. If she ain't pulling her weight, he's probably gonna cheat on her. But then he's still not gonna leave her. He's gonna still try to work on the relationship. So we see things a little bit differently. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of put this down so we can clearly see that we expect things, but they don't bring it. They expect many things, and we have to bring it, or else they're just gonna move on to their next option.
Or else, yeah, with no remorse, bro.
Unrealistic standards, man. And they're seeing this in social media. They're seeing this in celebrity couples. They're seeing this if they come from two-parent households. They just expect you to be able to do all these things. They don't want to build with you. They want you to come built so they can just come in and rest or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, man,
Yeah, let's actually hit your other points, man. Let's keep it rolling with
hey,
that.
what with the same topic?
Nah, with the talking about the good and the
Oh,
bad
with
women. Whatever.
with my other topic. My other topic has to do with I am seeing way too many unruly women and not enough of good women. And it's getting tiring. Like when this whole stuff started about exposing women's nature, it's been around for a really long time, don't get me wrong. It's not something that just started. It's been around since men have known the nature of women for a really long time. It's just blowing up now because of the state of the economy, society, and relationships and stuff. But I'm starting to get tired of seeing women who are out of, like, women who aren't dateable. I'm getting tired of it. I actually want more ladies. On Fresh and Fit, there was a girl who was married and came on the show recently, and
Yeah, she was Hispanic, right?
yes, she said she was expecting a fight from the other girls because that's what we're used to seeing all the time on social media. You know what I mean? Like, here's a lady who's married and doing her thing in the marriage. But she's still like, if I come out here and say anything about this, I know somebody's going to fight me. Because we know that when we say something out there, some lady, the majority of ladies are going to be like, no, bad, no. But then we also don't see that on social media. So we see these unruly people in the world, and then we come on social media and we see more of them. Do you want to see more depictions of good ladies? Like, do you wanna be exposed to more of them on? You know what I mean? Like, there's too
Yeah.
many. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's very saturated with the old ladies, this that and that. Cause you know what it is? It's the baddies, right? It's the baddies, and a lot of the baddies are bad. A lot of
Yeah.
a lot of the baddies are bad type of ladies to date. They're not good. They're all about the the physicality
money.
and
Yeah.
the superficial. So it turns out they're just bad apples. They look good, but when you bite them, it's rotten inside. It's really just trash all around. Now, are all of them like that? No, of course there are exceptions, and everybody always try to bring up the exceptions to be the rule, right? But come on, man, it's too many. It's too many bads than goods. That's so we gotta emphasize that. So yeah, I think it's because of the baddies, the modeling, and all that. Like, that's what it's saturated with, and everybody want that. But then realize those type of ladies want something unrealistic, like we just mentioned.
Oh, you have a point, bro. Because absolutely, and this ties into my point. The
Exactly.
girl,
They connect. They connect.
they do, because the girl who was sitting next, the girl on the right side of the girl who was married, right? Do you remember what she said the salary for her man should be? She said it should be 400K and over. Basically, a doctor.
The one closer to Fit, or the one or the one on the other side.
Closer to Fresh. She had black on.
Oh, Fresh.
And- Yeah. But she was sitting right next to the girl who was married.
On the far side of the camera.
On the right side. No, not on the far side, but she was literally sitting right next to the girl who was married on the right side of.
The one that was married to, like, or seeing like an older guy. Her.
She had black on. I don't really remember what she was doing.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well,
She was a black was she a black girl or
she looked like mixed slash Hispanic type deal.
oh the one that came in as a replacement?
I don't know actually. I feel like sending you a picture of what I'm talking about because anyway, I don't. She was. The point I'm trying to make is she expected a man who was a surgeon level doctor who brought in at least 400K a year because that's what she thought she was worth. And you mentioned baddies. Of course she had makeup on. Of course. Oh yeah, she had a thing. She was wearing a dress type top that you could like see her boob. Like you could see the side of her boob. It was you could see her sternum all the way down and her boob was almost coming out. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
she had the makeup on. She she had the eyelashes on. She had the boobs out. I'm sure she's had some kind of work done on her because you don't expect 400K a year from a man and not
Oh, you
be.
talking about the one that was sitting next to academics?
No, that's the wrong. That's a different episode. That's a different episode.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a different
Oh, you're
episode.
not talking about the DJ Academics episode.
No.
Oh, I'm way off. I'm way off. I'm way off.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, gotcha. Anyway, you mentioned the baddies, and I wanted to point out that when I looked at that girl that I'm talking about, I was like, in my mind, if she takes off that makeup, she's not all that attractive. But what she'll do is she'll put on all of this external stuff to present to a guy and tell him that you see this. This is
Yeah.
$400,000 a year. And I sat there and I was like, you mean to tell me that you're worth $400,000 a year in the sense that first off, we know that you're not dating this $400,000 guy because you love him. You've already made that clear. You're with him because he can make that money. So you mean to tell me you're going to be doing so much in his life that you're going to be worth $400,000? You mean to tell me that you have studied how to be with a man who makes $400,000 a year because you go to college to study subjects that you don't even make $100,000 a year. So you
ICTC college. ICTC college.
So you go to you take a 4-year education to make under $100,000, but you have no education on how to capture a man who makes $400,000. There's a disconnect. Why do you think you deserve that? You deserve less than 100,000 when you go to 4 years of education, but because you have boobs and you've painted your face and you've put fake eyelashes on, this man needs to come get you because what? What are you gonna what?
And
What?
probably
What do
and
you?
probably your breath and probably your breath smell like roses. Really smell like boo boo boo. Like
Hey,
it probably smell like that, man. I don't know.
but you're right though, because in the morning your breath smells bad, just like every other lady. You know,
No,
you take.
I'm talking about day walking. It's on that. She's a day walker like that.
And my issue with all of this is we're being exposed as young dukes to I'm not a young duke. I already know what I should be seeing. But these young guys are being so exposed to these girls, these bad girls, these girls that have no discipline, these girls that want nothing. Like they expect to not give a lot for wanting everything. These girls
Everything, bro.
with these girls with unrealistic standards who don't want to build with a guy. They just want a guy who's done it, and that's what these young guys are seeing.
And then look, and then we even forgot the fact that a lot of them do a whole bunch of work on their body that is unnatural.
Yeah.
The nips, and the tucks, man.
Man, as a matter of
That's
fact,
a whole nother addition to the problem here, bro.
As a matter of fact, the reaction video we just did, you remember the lady that just said that she's gotten it done, but it looks so natural, no one knows, so she's good with it. No one should have a
Bro,
problem. It is getting crazy, man.
it's getting like now it's yeah. So it's just a crazy thing. No wonder why people are trying to work their way up to something that they can't fulfill and getting depressed. It's that it's like even talking about it, I'm getting like a headache. I'm like, bro, it's
Yeah,
madness,
yeah,
and I'm not even on social media like that. And I'm glad I'm not looking for those type of ladies because I would have a
man.
headache trying to find them.
You know,
Anybody that's in this sector, man, it's a hard not life for
it
y'all.
is.
It's a hard
Yeah.
not
Hey,
life for
hey,
y'all.
hey. So we got to see more of these good ladies, because I think good ladies, a guy seeing a good lady, like a normal average guy seeing a good lady, is so foreign. He's probably in his mind, he's probably like, I don't make enough money to like have her date me. You know what I mean? Like when you see a feminine girl out there and you're just an average guy, in your mind you're like, dang, like she probably expects so much money, like and that's there's a disconnect for guys there too, because now all we're being thrown is bad girls, and we're not being saturated with, hey, this is what you should look for in a good girl. Because guess what happens when you're exposed to a lot of good girls and their content? You see a bad girl and you know off rip not
You
to
know what
even
you're looking
approach
at.
her. Yeah. But if all you get is exposed, if all you get exposed to is bad girls, when you see a bad girl, what do you see? You see a challenge.
Yeah.
You see a girl who you could potentially put her in her place. Why are you even wasting time on that? She's not wasting time on you if you're not the right height. She's not gonna spend the time trying to like talk to you and figure it out just because. No, 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 no. When we need to be so exposed to good girls that when we see a bad girl, we're like, nope,
Leave them
bye,
alone. Not even looking around at them. A lot of bad
bye.
girls be expecting to be approached because they got some thick leggings or you know what I'm saying, and they look, bro.
Yeah.
At the gym, you go to the gym right now, you'll get ladies expecting to be approached because they got on the thing and they look shapely in the thing. They take it off, they busting out. That's not even the point. But they just want you to approach them because they think they baddies, and
Yep.
and they think they should be approached because they're whatever.
But you don't. But oh, and there's another disconnect. But when we approach them, what do they say? I just want to work out. But when no guys
They
approach them, what do they say? Where can I get guys to approach me? What? When no guys approach you, you want guys to approach you. But when they approach you, they have to approach you at the specific right time. Lord, oh Lord, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
It's pretty wild. So that's wow. Anyway, that's what I
Mhm.
got, man. You want to go with your question, or you want to go with the last segment?
Yeah, yeah, man. Let's go with the last question, man. Man, getting on something lighter. You know, guys, if you're listening, let's ease down and let's relax. Okay, let's talk about something that won't give us a headache. Um, so I was thinking like, how do you handle yourself when you have to wait on something in life, right? And we can talk about the ladies or whatever, but let's talk about like goals or whatever. And it could be something where it's currently you would want, or something that takes time to develop, but you want sooner. You know what I mean? You know, like there's some things that take time, but we're like, man, I wish I could have it now. I wish it could be now. So like,
Yeah.
how do you handle yourself when you have to wait on something, in life, the process.
Um, I'm the type of guy who's more of finding happiness in the journey rather than getting to the destination. So, if I have a goal of maybe making $1 million a year in 10 years, the way I wait for that to come around is to enjoy the process of how I'm getting there. Um, I want to weigh, say I have a goal of, I want to weigh 190 pounds in 3 years. A lot of guys have weight goals that they want to hit. I wait for the goal to come through the everyday exercises. Like in a month, how do I look compared to a month before? In 6 months, how do I look compared to 3 months before? And when you're taking these small goals that you're hitting, eventually you're going to hit your goal and you're going to be like, wait, I can do more than this. And you're going to move past your goal because you're not focused on the end goal. You're focused on the process. So as you focus on the process and you focus on the patience, waiting to get there, you're building yourself to be able to move past your goal once you hit it. You know what I mean? Like, say you go back to the gym and you want to bench 45 again. And you start to exercise in a way where you start moving the weight slowly. You really feel the push, the resistance in every press that you do. And then you slowly work your way up to 45. You get to 45 and you go, and you just move that way because throughout getting to that 45, you've been taking your time and building that muscle slowly. So the exertion of power at 45, your power is past 45. It's over 9,000. You could probably
Over
move
9,000.
You could probably move 60 pounds fairly
His
easily
power.
if you're taking your time to build that power from the foundation. So,
Yeah.
you got money goals, be the best at the process to making it to that goal. Really involve yourself in that process because then when you get to that goal, you're going to be like, "Shoo, I can make more than there." Feel me? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Um. Yeah, definitely the process is important because if you don't enjoy the process, you're probably not going to get to the goal. That's important because a lot of people don't like doing things for a while to get the result that they want, aka working
Yeah.
out. A lot of people want to work out for a month and expect to be on a Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's gonna take longer than that, and it's different for different people. It might take a little shorter, it might take a little longer. But nobody's getting ripped like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a month, though.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, for your fitness goals, it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna take as short of a time as you would want, you know, unrealistically. But anyway, it's a process, and if you don't enjoy the process, you will always be straining toward the goal instead of thriving toward the goal. You know, and that goes in anything that you're doing. You know, business wise, relationship wise,
Character, virtue,
character,
you know what I mean?
all this stuff. Yeah, it bleeds into all the areas. The process is important because that's where you learn and that's where you grow into and getting to the point you want to be. So definitely take your time and understand the process and make sure you're enjoying the process in what you're doing, because if you don't, it's gonna be hard to get to the goal. Simple as that. Just yeah, man. That's basically what it is, really. I
Find a
don't know
way
if I
to
can say-
find a way to make the journey fun. You know, for example, say you want to build the character of a person who is long suffering, right? You can't just wake up one day and become long suffering, but you've been given the strength to be long suffering by Christ through his spirit. So, what is your problem? Are you angry all the time? Well, when someone does something and you want to be pissed off real quickly, learn the practical ways of identifying what gets you to that tipping point. That's the process of learning how not to be angry all the time, is identify what is triggering you along the way for you to just get to that tipping point of falling off. So once you become accustomed and you enjoy the process of recognizing what triggers you here and there and there and there, now you take pride in not getting angry because you already know your tendencies. You cap your tendencies real quick when they start to trigger. You're like, nope, I'm not about to let that affect me that way. Nope. All of a sudden, you don't really get angry anymore. You're more long suffering in situations. When you ask for stuff, make sure you're also taking an internal look at yourself. You don't just say, I want to be a billionaire one day, and then one day you wake up a billionaire. No, you want to be a billionaire? What are the steps and processes that I need to be extremely good at in order for the money to start pouring in? So yeah, with that, man, that's what I got. That's what I got.
All right, bro. Listen, guys, share your thoughts again, man. Let us know what you're thinking. You know, give us your perspectives, your point of views, maybe some keys that we left out on any discussion topic that we discussed. Let us know your thoughts. We will definitely interact with you guys. I know Daniel got mad last time because he didn't get a response. but, what? But anyways, let's move on to our last segment of the show. And this time we're not doing a top five, but we're doing what would you do? So today's what would you do? The question is, if you could eat any one meal and not have any negative effects, we're talking about like diseases, viruses, anything that can kill you, right? And not have any negative effects from it, what will it be?
What do you mean eat one meal? Like every day or just a one-time thing?
Nah, just something that like you can eat whenever, every day or one time a week.
Oh my
Something
goodness.
that you can eat, some meal that you can eat, right?
Yeah.
That you will never get a negative effect. No gas, no inflammation, none of that. Nothing that can kill you. Nothing that is no negative effects at all.
Man.
What would that meal be?
It would be a thick burger with 2 layers of patties, right? Cheese in between both layers, cheese on all levels, right? Get me some good sauce, man. Just that nice sauce that just drips off the side. You bite into it, right? And it just like, you're like, oh shoot, did I just get some on my mouth? Let me tip this burger. You know what I mean? That kind of sauce, man. And then on the next layer, we got your vegetables, right? Your tomato, you got your onion, maybe you got a jalapeno in there here and there, right? And
Jalapeno.
you're right. And then in between the 2 patties, you've got a. Do you like coleslaw?
No, I don't like coleslaw. Actually,
Do you like
I might
fruit
like
salad?
it. Do I like fruit? What?
If you have some nice good coleslaw, some true nice sweet coleslaw, oh man, you put that in the middle of that patty, right? And then you toast it for a little bit. You brown the top of the bread. You put some
real
butter.
Quick, though. Sorry to interrupt this glorious description, but you said, do I like fruit? What?
Oh, I was gonna say fruit salad, but that's a little too much for
Fruit
a burger.
salad?
I just wanted some sweetness in there.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. So maybe for you might be honey or something like that. So you glaze the top of the burger with some butter. You toast it for a little bit, brown that top, get that crunch in there. Oh my lord! And then what you do is you go ahead and take that bite, and like all that sauce just drips from the side. You gotta scoop it back in the burger. Oh man, if I could eat that every day.
The Lord said, eat and be merry. You have to pick up the divine to eat from the vine. Listen, if you're not eating for health, there won't be wealth. If there is,
I'm lost.
Oh my gosh!
If I could eat this burger every day without getting sick, gas, bro. Come on, man.
No gas, no constipation, no crying.
Yeah.
Nothing, bro. yo, because the burger you just described, you're dying. You're dying from that burger. It's been a long
Hey. What kind of cheese, though? What kind of cheese? One pepper jack and 1 mozzarella on each layer.
There's a type of cheese. There's a type of American cheese that tastes really good with burgers. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it Colby Jack?
It's like a yellow American cheese.
Yeah, the yellow one, the straight yellow one.
Yeah, the
Okay.
yellow one. It's like it's got a good taste to it, But yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what I'll use because it just make it like it has a warmth and a it brings the the meat together. When you bite the
When
meat,
you bite it,
right?
that's true. It holds it.
There's a unity, and with it, you know what I mean. When you have that bite, there is a combining of of the layers of the whole ensemble of the body. If you don't have, listen, they all work together. You have to have the cheese, the ground beef patty, the topping. There are many gifts in the body, and there's you need all the parts to have a full body. And so for this ensemble of goodness, the cheese brings that unifying of the bite.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Um, is is that what you would go with as your meal for every day?
Not exactly what you put, but
Oh
it's gonna have to
shit.
be a burger. It's gonna have to be a burger though for sure.
Okay.
And remember,
Okay.
it's a meal. So what are your sides?
Oh man, some curly fries from Five Guys. Some Cajun fries from Five
You got
Guys.
curly fries? At
No,
Five
not
Guys? No,
curly. Sorry.
yeah,
Cajun.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cajun.
Cajun,
Either
Okay.
Cajun fries from Five Guys, and then a side of bonefish fries that they used to make. Not the most recent one, but the old
That's
type of
easy.
fries, man. You know what I mean? Have both of that on my side, and then a side of Southern Mississippi down south cooked mac and cheese with bacon in there, man.
Yep. In real life, we're gonna die. You know what I mean?
Mac and cheese with bacon
It's over.
in there.
That sounds like you know how they give the meals for when you're about to be executed.
Oh
That's
my
that's definitely a
gosh.
meal to eat before you
You
get up out of here.
you know what I would have with it as a drink though?
Water.
No, I'm not gonna get sick from this. I'm gonna
Oh
have me.
yes.
I'm gonna have me
Oh yeah.
a chilled Coca-Cola.
A chill Coca-Cola. Yeah, just to let you guys know, D used to be on Coke. You know what I mean? So
Is that even a? Can you even say that on air, man?
hey, we talking about Coca-Cola,
Bro,
I was just abbreviating it.
even
Nah, but
as a
he's the-
joke, that's a crazy joke, man.
And now his nostrils had to be
Oh
repaired,
my-
guys.
Yo.
His nostrils did have to go through therapy, and
Dang.
the nose that you remember, he's transracial, so the nose that you now see,
Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
the nose that you now see is actually
What?
a redesigned
Bro,
nose,
you sound like you're describing Michael Jackson right now.
bro.
That is literally.
I mean, I mean, bro.
Yo.
Bro, what's that one song? What's that? One song? Do you remember the time he was really white? You remember the time he was really white? Yeah. Like, come on. He was once upon a time he was white. But
Yeah.
anyway, we love him. We love him either way. You
Dang.
know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But anyway,
That's crazy.
that's a heck of a meal. Let me describe mine because we run out of time, guys. But mine will be a burger as well, right? But you know what we're gonna add to that burger though? This gonna be a game changer, bro.
Go ahead.
We are adding a barbecue beef rib, bro, on to be one of the burger layers. Pull the bone out. Pull the doggone bone out of it, bro. And bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait.
Oh my.
You're not done. Is it already seasoned?
Bro,
Is the rib already seasoned to the max?
The rib is seasoned to the max, tender to the max. So that's how you can easily pull out that bone.
Ooh, and you pull out that bone right before you take a bite.
Yeah, you pull out that. So you put when you're ready for it to be put on placed on a burger, you put it in and then you close it and then you rip the bone out, so it can be on there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So my burger is a 3-layered patty burger, not the thick layer, or not the
Okay.
thick patties,
All right.
not the heavily thick, medium size, right?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Remember, this is no disease. So we're gonna do a
Right.
3-layer patty. I'm drooling at the mouth right now. And
Yes.
we're gonna have that rib addition on top of it. We're gonna put the mac and cheese. We're gonna have a mac and cheese patty as another layer. And this time when you bite the mac and cheese patty layer, it's busting out with cheese, bro. For the cheesy. Okay? For the cheesy. It's coming out.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put some. I like the lettuce on my burger, so we're gonna have lettuce. I'm talking about the green lettuce. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Green lettuce, and we're not gonna put too much stuff after that. I mean, the lettuce are gonna be there for cooling off the burger a little bit, having a nice crunch to it. We have to toast the buns. Definitely toast the buns, and we're gonna have not barbecue sauce, but like some kind of like burger sauce. You know what I mean?
Is it
I don't.
what kind of flavor is it? Sweet, salty, sour? What are we talking?
It's like
Spicy.
It's like spicy.
A little
Spicy.
bit. A little spicy.
Yeah, a little bit, a little spicy, a little sweet, a little bit, but more spicy than sweet. You see what I'm saying? So have the
Yeah.
buns toasted. Yeah, and yeah, man, that's about it. And we're gonna smash it with a side of crispy, crinkle, seasoned fries.
Wait, what kind of cheese are you putting on your burger, man?
Bro, we putting that yellow American, man. Putting
How
that
many?
yellow American,
How
bro.
many? How many cheese?
We're gonna put one on the top layer, one on the bottom layer, and one in the middle. We don't, cause remember we got the mac and cheese patty. It's gonna
Right.
bust out with cheese, so we don't want to put
Yeah.
cheese on every layer. It's gonna be too
I
cheesy.
got you.
I don't want to be messing up. You know what I mean?
Facts,
So one on the
facts.
top, one on the bottom. You know, because the head and the tail, the first and the last.
Yeah.
Am I talking to somebody right now?
You talking to somebody, brother? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Hey,
ahead.
the last shall be first and the first shall be last. So in other words, they both gotta be there, right?
Hello. Hello.
So we're gonna have that, bro, and one for the middle layer, and we're gonna smash it with some crinkle seasoned fries. And since we're not gonna die, we're gonna have a side of Fanta, don't you
Don't
wanna,
you wanna?
Fanta, what you want, bro? Orange flavored Fanta, bro.
Orange? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I forgot about grape flavored Fanta. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna substitute that for my Coke. Actually, I'm gonna have that next to my Coke.
Yeah, he
I'm
gotta
a-
have the Coke, guys. He had to have the Coke. You
No,
know?
no.
You just said it, right?
I did just say.
You gotta have it. Hey. We understand, man. We remember. We all love D. You know what I mean?
Coca-Cola? We're talking
Hey.
about Coca-Cola, the drink, right?
Hey, spam love in the chat, man. spam love right now in the comments, dog. You know what I mean?
Yo, so I'm gonna go order. Are we done? I gotta go order some food.
Yeah, man. We're done. If you're done with your order.
I'm done with my order, man. I'm gonna go
Hey,
pick it
man.
up now.
Hey, man, we thank you guys for listening, man, to another episode of the Holy Duo Podcast, episode 39. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, man. You don't want to miss this content. Also, write your suggestions in the comments down below if you're on YouTube. If you're on the audio platforms, any platform that you want, Spotify, Google Play, whatever, you can email us at holyduo2020@gmail.com, holyduo2020@gmail.com, or DM us on Instagram, holyduo2020. If you have a sponsor and if you want to sponsor us, hey, hit us up, man. Email or DM us. We want some sponsors, so support the Dukes, and all we ask for you to subscribe and comment down below, and also share this content wherever you share your cool stuff, and we greatly appreciate it. So with that, it's EddyEd.
Yes, dialogue, y'all.
And we're only holy.
Because he is. And remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
Peace.